So yesterday we saw Corey Kluber throw the 6th no-hitter already of the season. If you did not know, the record for the most amount of no-hitters over a full 162 game schedule is 7. So it's not even June yet, and most likely we're gonna pass that. But we'll go ahead and break that down in just a moment, because what's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. Thank you all so much for 300,000 subscribers. We are 30% of the way to 1 million. It's probably gonna take a few more years, but with your support, pretty much anything is possible. And again, shout out to all of you guys for always rocking with these videos. I appreciate it a lot. But because we have so much to talk about, we're not going to waste any more time with an intro. Corey Kluber did it yesterday, like we mentioned in the intro. So the Yankees, they beat the Rangers 2-0 yesterday after they scored 2 runs in the 6th inning, and it was all Corey Kluber from there. He was 1 walk away from throwing a perfect game, so he gets 9 strikeouts en route to throwing his first ever no-hitter on the same night that the Texas Rangers were hosting Corey Kluber bobblehead night, and I could not be happier for him. I know that a lot of people don't like Corey Kluber because he's too stoic. It looks like he's not having any fun. But when I was 18, 19 years old, I used to call out of work. I worked at a clothing place called PacSun, and I used to tell my boss, like, hey, I'm not feeling well, when really I just wanted to watch Kluber pitch, because every single time he went out there, history was about to be made. I mean, I remember he struck out 18 St. Louis Cardinals like it was nothing. But now we have to call out the hitters of Major League Baseball, because 6 no-hitters already, 3 teams have been no-hit twice already on the season. What does that really mean deep down? Is the new ball the problem? Is it because we don't have guys like Tony Gwynn and Ted Williams in the game where it was really contact first? The launch angle really seems to be affecting how hitters are approaching the game, or maybe it's the new ball. So let me know in the comment section down below. Without any scientific research, let me know your assumption as to why hitters have kind of been worse than ever before. Now, one hitter we really don't have to worry about is Ronald Acuña Jr. We'll talk about him in just a few moments, as the Braves beat the New York Mets 5-4 yesterday. Charlie Morton was a one-man wrecking crew yesterday. He drives in an RBI, and then he goes 6 scoreless innings, racking up 8 strikeouts along the way. The Mets, they do score a few runs, 3 runs exactly in the 7th, because it's inevitable every time that you're facing the Atlanta bullpen, they are going to give up a few runs. William Contreras along with Will Smith, they were lights out in the final innings, and then Ronald Acuña Jr. hits his first walk-off home run of his career. He is now up to 13 home runs, a 167 OPS plus. And on the flip side, Francisco Lindor went hitless yet again, and over his last 96 games, he has a 689 OPS and a 90 OPS plus. So in every metric, he has been below average in the last 100 games, and to be honest with you, a lot of people are saying, even though he has the ceiling to be the best shortstop in baseball, he is not the king anymore at his position. One player that could be aiming for the crown of best shortstop in baseball, Fernando Tatis Jr. He was back in action yesterday after being placed on the IL, and for the first time in his career, he was hitting in the 4-hole. So he was the cleanup hitter. He has a single to begin the game. Then he has a stolen base and shows off the splits. I could never do this in a million years. He later adds a home run as Jake Cronenworth with one of the luckiest inside the park home runs. When I was watching this, I was thinking, yo, Chuck Nasty, I know you're faster than that. Can you put a little bit more effort into tracking down that ball and getting it in? That was one of the worst defensive plays I've ever seen. Joe Musgrove shreds up the Rockies, 7 innings of scoreless baseball, does not allow a single walk, and racks up 11 strikeouts. Tatis ends the day going 4 for 4 and a triple shy of the cycle. So the dude has missed 17 games, yet he's still in the top 5 for stolen bases and home runs. If you think that Fernando Tatis Jr. is overrated, you need to start watching another sport, because he's clearly elite. The Chicago White Sox have outscored their opponents by 73 runs over the course of 2021, but yesterday they only needed 1 extra run as the White Sox come away with a 2-1 victory. Nelson Cruz is kind of a Lucas Giolito bully. Every time he's in the box, I mean, he sees a beach ball out of the hand of Lucas Giolito, but luckily for the White Sox, Adamian as well as Garcia, they get the lead back for Lucas Giolito, and then he dominates 8 innings, 2 hits, 11 strikeouts. Liam Hendricks comes in and nails it down for the White Sox, and I do want to mention that Lucas Giolito came out in support, so he was the 3rd White Sox teammate to not take the back of Tony La Russa, but he was supporting Yermin Mercedes that, hey, we like home runs, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop it and move forward, and I like that. Lucas Giolito, in my opinion, is kind of like the captain of the White Sox, along with Tim Anderson, so, hey, maybe Tony La Russa is going to learn from this. Then again, it's Tony La Russa, and that's probably not going to happen. We're going to talk about the Astros and the Dodgers back-to-back, because why not? That's fun. Anytime you have the Astros and the Dodgers in the same conversation, you know the comment section is going to be a lot of of fun. The Astros decimated the A's yesterday, and they improved to 8-2 over their last 10. Jose Altuve kickstarts the game with a leadoff home run, and then Carlos Correa with a very MLB The Show-like base hit. He drives in an RBI, and Zach Greinke was electric. 8 innings of 1 earned run baseball, stacking up 8 strikeouts. Yuli Gurriel is a man on a mission with 4 RBIs yesterday. He is now up to 36. And also, I want to give a shout out. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jose Altuve, I thought for a minute that he was going to be washed because he did not start off hot. A 308 batting average, 5 home runs, a 132 OPS plus. The Astros are back in business, and they look terrifying. Speaking of back in business, the Dodgers are 8-2 in their last 10 games. Even though Eduardo Escobar hit his 10th home run of the season yesterday, newcomer Yoshi from the Tampa Bay Rays, he drives in an RBI, and then the Diamondbacks defense, or should I say lack of defense, as I don't know how Josh Rojas missed this. I mean, I know it's not as easy as I'm making it out to be, but that is a routine catch if I've ever seen one. And then Mookie is able to get an RBI past Tim LeCastro as Kenley Jansen closes his 9th save of the season. He has been really good to start 2021. The Giants shut out the Cincinnati Reds. The Giants are on a 4-game winning streak. So the Giants, Padres, and Dodgers have not lost in a few days. Tauchman drives in an RBI, and Kevin Gausman, he is a robot. 6 innings, only allows 1 hit against a really good Cincinnati Reds offense. Doesn't allow a single earned run and lowers his ERA to 1.66 on the season. Evan Longoria is looking 26 years old again, and same for Buster Posey. He clears the bases in the 9th inning. He now has 8 home runs and a 211 OPS plus. So he is 111% better than the average player this year. He is absolutely insane. The Rays on a 6-game winning streak. They beat the Orioles 9-7. Even though Trey Mancini, he was kind of Charlie Morton-esque, a one-man wrecking crew. He drives in 4 RBIs in the first 2 innings, but Michael Brasso and Randy Arozarena, they go back-to-back. And then you have Randy Arozarena coming in clutch with the defense as G-Man Choi and Randy, they tied up in the 6th, and then they untie it in the 8th inning with 3 runs, courtesy of some clutch hitting. Randy Arozarena, over his first 82 big league games, has 14 home runs, 10 stolen bases, and a crazy 147 OPS plus. So for everyone saying that he was a flash in the pan, he's been really good over the course of his career in the regular season. So flash in the pan, in my opinion, doesn't make sense. The Tigers pitching staff has been really good over the last 3 days between Casey Mize, Spencer Turnbull's no-hitter, and also Tariq Skubal. They have been fantastic. Now, Skubal did start it off a little rough. Kyle Seager hit a 2-run home run, but then the Tigers tied up, and Nomar Mazar grabs the lead back. That allows Skubal to really settle down. 5 innings, those 2 earned runs, and racks up 9 strikeouts, so good for him. That was a career high. Harold Castro, he might be taking time away from Akil Baddoo and Jacoby Jones. He drives in 3 RBIs, but then I believe Jacoby Jones came in as a defensive replacement, and he made a fantastic catch as the Tigers sweep the Mariners. The Mariners are struggling to put up runs. The Marlins beat the Phillies yesterday. Brian Anderson is looking to get hot and stay hot as Trevor Rogers with a career high 7 2/3 innings pitch. That was his longest start to begin his young career. 1 run and 8 strikeouts. He is fantastic. You have Miguel Rojas making a sick play at shortstop, and then Yimi Garcia comes in for his 8th save, and he lowers his ERA to 1.53. The Red Sox beat up the Jays yesterday. Alex Verdugo smokes a home run. And then JD Martinez, he went kind of quiet in terms of the power the last few days, but he's back in the home run column as Bobby Dahlback drives an RBI on a double. And then Kike Hernandez lifts a moonshot over the left field wall. I do want to give a quick shout out to Garrett Richards. He was not elite by any means, but he keeps the Blue Jays offense at bay. He goes 6 2/3. Now, of course, as soon as he gets taken out, Garrett Whitlock, who started off the season absolutely unhittable, he's been more hittable as of late. Marcus Semien hits his 10th home run of the season. He now has a 139 OPS plus, so I wanted to shout him out real quick because the Red Sox, it was their game to lose as Christian Vasquez hit his 3rd home run of the season. And then the final 4 games from yesterday, we'll go through them fairly quick. The Nationals beat the Cubs yesterday 4-3. Trey Turner drives in an RBI and then later scores on a wild pitch. You have Robles and then a bomb from Juan Soto making it 4-1. Max Scherzer, his 8 strikeouts put him at 2,860, which is now 19th best all time. And even though the Cubs lost, I do want to give a quick mention for Javier Baez, who has 10 home runs and a near 130 OPS plus. He is back. He is in business. Brad Hand with a scary 9th inning, but he does close that save. I do also want to show Dave Martinez with a very hilarious ejection. He did not agree with the umpires, obviously, as he throws the first base bag. That was a lot of fun to watch. The Cardinals are almost 4 games ahead of everyone in that division. Paul Goldschmidt, he brings in an RBI on a double. Tommy Edman drives in 2 more. And then one of my favorite combinations in baseball, Goldie and Arenado, they make it 6-0 as Edmundo Sosa makes a fantastic play at shortstop. He just got called up a few days ago. Jack Flaherty goes 6 solid innings, has 7 strikeouts, and he is now 8-0 on the season. That is incredible. Even though a lot of people don't put too much weight in wins anymore, being 8-0, that just shows that your run support is through the roof. And then also, Alex Reyes has 13 saves and a .39 ERA. So him, Aroldis Chapman, and James Karinchak, they have been fantastic. Speaking of James Karinchak, Cleveland beat the Angels 3-2 yesterday as Jose Ramirez steals second base after getting walked by Shohei Ohtani. Franmil drives him in, and I do want to mention that Shohei, his velocity was down on almost all of his pitches by 4 or 5 miles an hour. So I wonder if he's completely healthy, or they were talking about it during the broadcast. Sometimes you just have dead arm and you can't get that 99 velocity on your fastball. Jared Walsh, he does Jared Walsh things. He hits a home run, and then Jake Bauer ties it up yet again as Josh Naylor has been so good over the last 2 weeks. He drives in an RBI. Now, of course, because it's Shohei Ohtani, we have to show every single time he does something. He has a bunt to the left side and shows off the wheels, but it's not enough as Aaron Savali goes 7 innings yet again. Every single time that he goes out there, he is going to log 6 innings. He is just a workhorse with 8 strikeouts, and then James Karinchak comes in for the save. The Royals versus the Brewers, our final game. You have Michael Taylor hitting a 2-run home run. Then he makes an incredible play in the outfield. Jorge Soler hits a 442-foot bomb as the Royals keep fighting with small ball, so they take the lead. And then Josh DeMont comes in. He gets his 5th save of the season, and he lowers his ERA to 2.18. So that does it for today's MLB recap. Thank you all so much for watching. I know it was not as controversial as yesterday, but sometimes we want to kind of avoid controversy, or do we? Because drama sells. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the no-hitters. Are they now losing their value? Are they not as special? Do you think it's the new baseball? Do you think it's the hitters just hoping for home runs? Do you think it's the new defensive shifts? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. Use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save 20 bucks off minor league tickets, major league tickets, concerts, anything like that. And then follow me on my Twitch. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace out.